Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Uncle Bruce coming to you, talking to you about some interesting things today that Juvenal found. He's our researcher. He does all the research for our topics, and he finds some really interesting things to talk about. So, Juvenal, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. I'm fine, Bruce. I'm fine, and glad to be here again to talk about weird stuffs.
Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and dig in. I'm going to share my screen with you a moment here and show you what we are looking at as we talk. So let me go here, here, here. We're going to start off by talking about some of the Canadian laws that are really strange, okay? And so this is the article that we're going to look at and start looking at this one here, talking about different things. So number one, it's illegal to own a pet rat. Okay, in the province of Alberta. Remember, Alberta is a province of Canada. Yeah, I changed my glasses, man. Don't I look cool, man? Hey, hey. Okay. Look, so in Alberta, you cannot own a pet rat. Probably because they had a big problem with rats. They said no more rats in our area, which Alberta's a huge province, a big province. Most of them are, okay, in Canada. I think they have about 12 or 13 provinces. I'm not sure. I need to look at that someday. But United States has 50 states. Some are big, some are small. But provinces in Canada are normally big. They have a couple smaller ones, but Alberta's a big one. So all of that territory, you cannot have a pet rat, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know how many of you guys have pet rats. My son liked rats. He had a pet rat before, but I didn't like them. I can't tell you what I did to the rats that I know, but okay.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's not my favorite pet, But what call our attention is, something like it is still in the law. So it's quite interesting. But in this case, I don't know anyone in my network of friends that own a pet rat. But for me, it's something like weird because pet rats don't, how can I say, if you throw wood, they don't bring back to you.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't understand a lot of things that you ask him, like sit, bark.
A dog you can train.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, it doesn't make sense. The law
Well, you can have a pet,
and the hobby.
Pet snack. You can pet snake, and you can feed the rats to the snake.
Exactly. And the fact is, Alberta is the only region in the entire world that's free of Norwegian rats. I think this is in Brazil we used to call hamster.
Oh yeah, hamster. But hamsters are about this big. They're small.
Yeah,
they're not very big. They're small. But I've seen a rat very. You can't see my hands because I'm using the background here, but it was very big, probably around 35 centimeters long. A rat, huge rat.
Yeah.
Like early in the morning in Detroit, Michigan. I couldn't believe this. I thought it was a cat. It was so big. Serious, man, because it was day early in the morning. I said, man, look at that cat. Wait a minute, that's a rat. My goodness, that was a big rat.
Yeah.
So what's the next topic that they talk about here? One of them is about in Toronto, which is in the province of Ontario. It is against the law to swear in a public park. So that one is kind of weird because you know what? What does it mean to swear? Okay, what words can I say? What words can I not say? It's left up to interpretation because there's no book that codifies exactly, or maybe there is in Toronto. They say this word, you can't say these words in the park, the public park.
Mhm.
But swearing can be a lot of different words. So that's kind of crazy. So that's kind of hard to understand exactly what they're trying to say. You can't say.
Exactly. Depends on the depends on the place in Brazil. It will be, if you would receive a fine because of that, there are some people that will be in a serious debt.
Yeah, some people do a lot of swearing, a lot of cursing, a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at a lot of the American movies, they cuss a lot. That's another word.
Mhm.
Cuss, swear, curse. They use these words to represent bad words. Palavrão. Okay.
Yeah,
So in American movies, many times it's full of these words. It's like,
exactly.
I hate it because many people think it's okay to say those words, and it's not. In my book, it's not okay to use that language. In fact,
Mhm.
I say that people swear and curse and cuss because they don't have good language. They don't know the correct word to say to express their ideas in a better way, because those words are
Yeah.
terrible. I mean, there are many words I won't even say here. I do teach the people not to use those words, so I explain them, okay? Like the word beach and bitch. That's a word that
Mhm.
Americans use. You son of a bitch. But son of a bitch is not a good word. It means you're a son of a dog, because bitch is a female dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that you're a son of a female dog, that's kind of ugly. You're a son of a dog.
Mhm.
Come on, man. But a lot of people just use it. A lot of people just use it as a cursing word. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
There is
man,
another.
use some common words.
Yeah.
I can teach you a word right now that you don't know in Portuguese. I imagine it's the word obnoxio. Do you know the word obnoxio, Juvenal?
No.
It's a Portuguese word that most people don't know. I have not met a Brazilian yet that knew the word. The word in English is obnoxious. Do you know the word obnoxious?
Obnoxious.
Yes. That word
No.
means irritating, irritante.
Okay.
So we say that person is obnoxious. In American English, we use the word a lot, obnoxious. And so I said, okay, what is obnoxious in Portuguese? Oh, it's obnoxio. And people said, what? Obnoxio? What is that word? And I talked to a lot of very educated people, some academics, and they don't know the word either. Don't feel bad that you don't know the word, but now you know. Obnoxious is irritating. Because Americans use that word to say, oh, that person's obnoxious, because they're like chateado, irritante, okay?
Uh-huh.
So it's very interesting, the words that we learn when we're learning language.
Nice to know there.
Yeah, so another strange law, let me see what time it is here. Oh, yes, okay, good. We're doing good for time. So another strange law is that if you go to a hotel and you don't pay for the hotel, okay? You're in a hotel, you don't pay for the hotel. Well, the hotel owner can sell your horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that was applicable some centuries ago. Okay, 1800s.
Exactly.
Maybe the early 1900s, but today, come on, guy. We have cars. Maybe they apply that to other property too. I think that was the inclusion now, is that you can, as a hotel owner, if you don't pay your hotel bill, he can sell your house, your car to get his money or her money. So
exactly.
You got to be careful about not paying your bill in Toronto. They have a law against that. That's a law anyway. But it was funny because it applied to the fact that if you had a horse, he can take your horse and sell it. Okay. What was another one that you saw that was funny, Juvenile, in that article about Canada laws? You have?
There is another one that is very weird in Halifax, in New Scotia. Taxi drivers are not allowed to wear T-shirts.
Oh, what do they need to wear? A regular collar shirt, probably?
I don't know. Maybe they are supposed to wear only tuxedos,
Ah. Well, I think that probably, I'm gonna tell you, in other cultures, it's necessary to wear a collared shirt. I have a t-shirt on tonight with no collar, but in some cultures, you need to wear a shirt that is social, not t-shirt.
Yeah.
T-shirt. And so,
Exactly.
when you visit these countries, you need to understand, just like in Canada, you can, as a taxi driver, you can't wear a t-shirt. Well, I'm a passenger. Can I wear a t-shirt? Yeah, it's okay. But the taxi driver, nope. You have to be more formal, man. Come on. So I imagine the taxi driver, some of them said, you know what? I can't wear a t-shirt. Okay, I won't wear any shirt. I'll go naked. Okay. I imagine some people like me, radical. You say that, I'm gonna do something crazy then. Okay? So that's probably what they did. They said, I'm gonna wear no shirt then. If I can't wear a t-shirt, I'll wear no shirt. Then what are you gonna say? But
exactly.
I know that there are many cultural differences across the world. And so another thing that said in the article that we were looking at is that you cannot let your cat meow outside your house and howl.
Yeah.
You know, when a cat has sex, a lot of times they do that howling, okay? Sometimes humans do that too, huh? Okay. But, you know, the cats, they cannot howl. But listen, in my neighborhood, the dogs are barking like in unison, like an orchestra. Okay, during a certain part of the night. And so I use a fan to drown out, to eliminate the barking sound of the dogs. Because in my neighborhood, I live on a hill, and I can hear all the dogs down below my house. Start barking.
Oh, man.
And so I need to use a fan to have a constant sound. We call that white noise. Have you ever heard of white noise, Juvenile?
I've heard something like another sound. It's a sound to cover another sound.
Basically,
something
that's
like
it.
that.
Basically, that's it. So I use a fan, and in the United States, they even have a little machine that makes the sound of a fan, because you don't want the air moving in your room. You just want to hear the sound of a machine. And so that's what it is. You have the sound of a fan, but in my house, I use a fan, and I like to have the air if it's not too cold, okay? Because in Sao Paulo, it can get cold. Man, it can get cold.
Yeah.
I just like the sound.
For sure.
The sound of the dogs. But in I think it's Edmonton in Canada, you cannot let your cat make the sound outside. It's like, dog, that's pretty rough.
And imagine the problem or the difficult to find the owners of these cats.
Yeah, sometimes the cat is not in your yard. The cat goes outside. Cats are hunters, man. They go everywhere. I remember seeing where they use like a little device. They put it on a cat to see where the cat went. And so the cat went all over the neighborhood, you know, checking things out. What's happening over here? Hey, guys, what's happening? I'm here. What's going on? Okay. The cat was everywhere, talking to everybody. So it's interesting. The cats are hunters, and they are curious creatures. They go all over the place in their area, okay? Like maybe within a block or 2 blocks area around the house. So a cat can be anywhere, and if it's howling and it's your cat, well, the people might come and get it and say, hey, sorry, man, you lost your cat because he was howling, okay? I hear that sometimes in my backyard too.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because sometimes I've seen rats in my backyard. I've seen rats. Not big, but you know, they're not a mouse. A mouse is like about this big. These were rats, a little bigger. It's hard to see where I can get with my fingers, you can see. But this rat was about that big, man. It was bigger. So it's okay to have the cats in my backyard. Keep the rats away. Kill the rats, man. I've seen one dead mouse or rat, I think it was a mouse, where I'm sure it was the cat that killed it and just left it. You know, he didn't want to eat it. It's like, yeah, I don't want to eat you, dude. Because you're dirty. I have my own food from my owner, but I will kill you. Okay. So anyway, for strange laws. And then you found another article. Let me share my screen with you guys about this one, just so you can see this article that Juvenile found. So I'm going to share my screen again. Over here. So this was something strange that you found about in California, a small California town elected a dog as its mayor. A dog as the mayor. Now I know I've heard of a strange one in Brazil where they elected a clown as a representative.
Exactly.
He didn't have any political background, but he was a clown and he was kind of famous in his area. And then people said, yeah, he's funny, he's a nice guy. Let's elect him to be the representative for our area. It's like, okay, anybody can be elected. It's like anybody can be the president. Anybody. So,
exactly. But, you know, we have this situation years ago in Rio de Janeiro, where the Cariocas elected a monkey. It was a very popular monkey of Rio de Janeiro Zoo, but I don't remember the name. I think he is dead now. He passed away some years ago, but was very funny to see that a lot of cariocas used to vote on this animal.
Yeah, because the only way they get elected is by people voting. And if people say,
it was a joke.
I'm going to vote for the monkey. Here's that monkey. It's like, man, that's a lot of people voting for the monkey, man. That's crazy. Okay, now let's go to another one here. You have another article. Can you share your screen, please?
Okay.
With the next article we're going to talk about. That was pretty good because now we're talking about global. We're not talking about only Canada and the United States for their crazy things. This is one about around the world. So what's number one on the list here?
The number one is it's not allowed to chew a bubble gum in Singapore. It's banned. So you can be, I don't know if they lift this ban, but what is very crazy, you can go to prison because of that. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I remember, I think it was in Singapore, there was a Brazilian got caught, taking drugs in his surfboard or something like that.
Yeah.
And he got executed, man. Executed. So Singapore is not a place you want to play around.
Yes.
You don't want to play.
I think he was in the death row. I don't know if he was executed or not. I don't know.
No, he was. The guy was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he had drugs in his surfboard. Oh, yeah, they executed him. So,
yeah, it's crazy.
Very serious. Very serious. What's the next one on the list there?
Okay, the other one is it's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice.
Venice, Italy.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, if you have a lot of pigeons, you have a lot of pigeon poop everywhere. So they don't like the pigeons,
Yeah.
They drop poop on your head. It's like, oh, man, come on. Why me? Why did you drop poop on my head? I've had that happen to me 1 or 2 times in my life. I remember. It's like, man, what is that? I remember that, man. It was probably in Venice. Yeah, because when you have a lot of pigeons, it can happen. But I don't know the word for this bird in America called sparrow, but it's a very common bird. And I'll look it up here in a second. But when you have a lot of those birds, they can also do the same thing. They can make a bomb load, dropping stuff on you. So
yeah, and I can understand this law. It's because the pools of pigeons is very corrosive.
Corrosive, yes.
corrosive. Yeah, and in Italy there are a lot of statues.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's full of art. I mean, that's what's so
yeah,
cool about a lot of places in Italy, like Venice. What is the one I'm thinking of? Florence, Rome, Milan.
yeah.
You know, all these cities have so much art. It's beautiful. But when you have all the
Exactly.
bird poop all over it, doesn't look so good.
And to give you an idea, it costs around 275 euros per year for each citizen. You know, the cleaning service that is necessary
Wow.
to do. And as a tourist, if you go to this crime, you know, you can receive a fine around 700 euros.
Mm.
It's a lot of money, man.
It is. It is a lot of money.
Yeah,
I don't know how many
yeah,
PIs that is, but it's probably around 4,000 PIs.
yeah.
Or no, no, it's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be five. No, about
No,
4,000
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
But did you
4,000.
say I saw that the dollar went back up again, man? Woo!
Yeah,
Back up like 5.17 to the dollar. 5 reais and 17 cents in reais for $1. Man, it's good for me in one way, but for me in another way, it's not good. It's like I want my friends to travel to the United States and see what they want to see. You know, New York, Los Angeles, whatever. But it's hard when you don't have buying power. Your money's not worth as much, so it's hard.
yeah.
It's hard.
And I think the last one that's very crazy is you can't wear Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. That's
Yeah, just because you know this cartoon character does not wear a pant, so it's
pants. No
something
pants,
like
huh?
no pants. So it's something like is pornographical.
Yeah, but they're not showing any genitals or anything. You're showing the body with
Yeah,
no genitals. It's like, what the deal, man? I mean, you ever watched the show called Teletubbies?
yeah, I
Oh man,
remember that.
I thought that was a good show, man. You know, to watch it for what 5 minutes, it was funny. Ooh, oh,
Yeah,
it's like to me
it's
it was
something like
okay, but then there was a lot of controversy about that show. You know, talking about one of the characters being gay or something like that. It's like, dude, come on,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
I remember that. And the entire show was resumed on hi, bye, time to go.
Yeah, so some of the shows are kind of crazy, but Winnie the Pooh, man, I remember going to the movie when I was a kid. I don't remember the name of the movie,
Exactly.
but it was about Winnie the Pooh and the other
Hmm.
characters along with him, and it was a good show. But come on,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there are many shows that have characters that don't have pants on. Come on,
yeah,
many
yeah. I think they think that that something could impression.
leave an impression.
Yeah, impression people children. So I think
Uh-huh.
this is the reason. Yeah.
What's another law in that book that you're looking at, or the article that you're looking at?
Another one. It's illegal to build sand castles in Spain.
Wow, man, that's kind of crazy
Yeah,
because that's a
yeah,
tourist place, man. A lot of people go there and they go to the beach, and you tell me I can't build a sandcastle in Spain in the whole
yeah.
country.
And reach the kids as well. So if you have a kid that build a sand castle, you can fine because of your kid.
You can get a fine for my
You
kid
can get a
building a
fine because of the
sandcastle.
kid. Yeah, yeah. So
That's absurd.
crazy,
So what can you
absurd.
do in the sand? Just sit there? You don't build anything? You just
Yeah.
okay, I'm in the sand. It's cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other funny law that you see in?
I think just to close. For example, this is it's fashion nowadays to have or to take a selfie.
A
Because
selfie,
of the a selfie, because of the smartphone. So
right.
in Sri Lanka, you are not allowed to take a selfie with the Buddha statue
So it's a
or
religious
pictures.
thing.
Yeah.
Religious thing. Yeah. There are a lot of
Exactly.
religious laws out there from different cultures. A lot of religious laws that before you travel, you need to understand. You need to learn about the culture. That's for sure.
Exactly. But the point is, I think the majority of tourists don't know about this. That's the point. Exactly. But
that's in Sri
it's
Lanka,
another.
huh? Sri Lanka.
Yeah. And we can go to prison as well.
Wow.
It's a serious crime.
Think about it. How many people do it every day?
Exactly.
The tourists.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me about something in Brazil, because you know Brazil much better than I do. What are some things you can't do in Brazil that you can think?
Man, I can't think in.
I know one. You can't smoke marijuana. But you actually can. The police won't do anything. But if you're selling it, that's a different thing. But you can smoke, man. The police will say, hey, put that away, man. Come on. They're not going to do much. They're not going to do much. But it's against the law still. But it's against the law to smoke marijuana in many states in the United States still. But it's probably going to be legal, I would say, within the next 5 years for sure. But maybe even in the next 2 years, it'll become legal to smoke marijuana anywhere in the United States. I think it's going to get to that point because I think it's about almost 20 states have decriminalized it, and you can use medical marijuana. In about, I would say, 12 states is totally legal. Totally legal. My state, Michigan, is totally legal. My brother was.
Oh yeah.
Man, my brother was growing marijuana for people to sell for medical marijuana, but then they legalize it, and now he doesn't have a real reason to grow for medical purposes. He can grow for any other purpose. You can have 15 plants. I can have 15 plants. You can have 15 plants. We can have a lot of marijuana for that year. Get 15 plants is a lot. And those plants can get very big, man. They can get over 3 meters tall. Over 3 meters tall, maybe almost 4 meters tall. If you cultivate, if you're for a farmer, you can grow them very tall, man. So imagine
to have a culture like that in your apartment.
Well, I see people doing it, but they get caught and then they have problems with the law. But in the United States, it's not so bad.
You can have some plants of that if you practice bonsai.
Practice bonsai.
If you practice bonsai with marijuana, you can do that.
But I know that's one thing you can't do in Brazil is drugs. Drugs are illegal.
Yeah.
Drugs are illegal, except for the ones from the pharmacy. The pharmacy can sell you drugs and make a lot of money, be millions and billionaires, okay? But you can't sell marijuana. It's not right, man.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
But this is the way it is. I mean, the laws are there to protect us, but sometimes the law are overreaching, okay? They do more than they should. They kind of create more problems than they solve. So that's a topic for another day. So we need to go ahead and wind up the show for today. Appreciate you guys coming out and sharing time with us. Hope to see you again next time around. So thank you, Juvenal.
Okay, Bruce, it's a pleasure. Glad to be here again. And bye-bye, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed.
Yes. And I look forward to your next crazy group of articles, man.
Okay.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.